Hokie dokie. Second example for this problem. I will try to work it out a bit faster, but if you'd like more of a breakdown, please visit the first example. So we're given a predator-prey model with X, Y, and Z species populations. The goal is to identify which of these statements down here are true. Starting with number 1, they say species X is a predator of species Y. Okay, so that means X preys on species Y. How could we check this? We could either say that if we look at X prime, then wherever we see Y, then the coefficient for Y, in other words, this value here should be positive, because if X is preying on Y, or is a predator of Y, then that means the more Y there are, the more of a positive effect the Y population should have on the X population. So it doesn't look like that's the case. Another thing we could check for is if we look at Y prime and X is a predator of species Y, that means wherever we see X, we should actually see a negative impact or a negative coefficient where the X is, because if there are more X preying on Y, then that'll have a negative effect on the Y population. So that's another thing you could check, but it looks like both of those situations are actually the opposite case here. So that is a false statement. Number 2, species Z is a predator of species X. So again, if Z is preying on X, that means that Z and X should be related, first of all, but it doesn't even look like X and Z are related, so this cannot be true. Number 3, species Z is not a predator of species X. Okay, well, I'd say that's true just because they're not even related, so I think that's a fair statement to say that is true. So then only 3 is correct. Let's break out the eraser to see that D is in fact our answer. I hope this makes some sense. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. If you want to see another example worked out, again, please just visit the first example.